Yes, good afternoon, guys, once again. Yes, welcome to today's lesson. And today we are talking about the mammalian renal system and excretion. In other words, how are you able to excrete? How are you able to pass out? Every day you go to the chores, to the whatever, to the toilet. Let me say, to pass out urine. So do you know we have seen why? Okay, right from the previous lessons, we saw why we actually do pass out the urine. But do you know how it is formed, and do you know the structure? Do you know the anatomy of your urine, of your urinary system? And that's what we are going to talk about today. And I was amazed with this diagram. Can you see the humans or mammals are made up of two kidneys, the left kidney and the right kidney. And the right kidney is actually at a slightly lower level than the left kidney. And now you may be wondering why I'm saying left to right. Now, okay, let me talk about it. In anatomy, we study other organisms. Okay? You don't study you. You don't study yourself, but you study other organisms. Now, because you're studying the other organism, if it's a human being, you die this human being at the back, you dissect, and then you study. Now, your right is his left, and your left is his right. So that's why this one is labeled as the left kidney, which is your right, and this one is labeled as the right kidney, which is your left. Now, the kidney performs a number of functions. Number one is the one that is responsible for elimination of metabolic wastes. Yes, our bodies, we do carry out a lot of metabolism. A lot of metabolic reactions occur within our bodies. And they lead to formation of wastes such as carbon dioxide, urea, uric acid, or ammonia in simple terms, ammonia, okay, and excess water, inorganic ions, okay, and stuff like that. So now we all agree at this level, we all agree that we must do maintain our internal environment constant. We must regulate, we must keep the homeostasis of our bodies constant. And so because of that, we must eliminate these wastes. Now, it is your kidney that is responsible for elimination of these metabolic wastes. Actually, most of them are eliminated by the kidney, apart from some few. So maintenance of the pH at a normal level, yes, you have the buffer system within this kidney. Okay? You have there the buffer system. You excrete excess ammonia. In mammals, you combine ammonia with carbon dioxide. So you are also eliminating the carbon dioxide. So by doing that, you are regulating the pH at a constant level. Excretion of wastewater. This is key. This is key. Because I'm quite sure that all of us, we pee, we visit the toilet, we visit the cure, we go there, and we have ever observed the urine that we pass out. Sometimes you pass out clearly white urine, pure white, pure colorless, not even white, purely colorless. Then other times you pass out purely yellow urine. Why? It's because of this kidney. Okay? Depending on the need at that particular moment, it will determine the concentration of the renal fluid that will be passed out, the concentration of the urine. If there is a need of maintaining water in the body, then much water is going to be reabsorbed. If there is a need of losing water from the body, like for instance on a cold day, then you pass out colorless, purely colorless urine. So the kidneys do perform a vital function as far as regulation of water levels in our bodies is concerned. And by doing so, you are regulating the osmotic pressure of the fluid. So what is the structure, that basic structure, the external structure of the urine? Now, there are two bean-shaped organs that are found just above the abdominal cavity, below the liver, but just above the abdominal cavity. They are bean-shaped, like how you can see, okay, with the right one that is slightly at lower level than the left one, like how you can see on this drawing. That's how it is. And if you dissect a mammal, if you dissect a human, that's what you'll be able to see. Now these two bean shaped, they are connected by long tubes known as ureter. Ureter, if you are to have a glimpse, this is our long tube, the ureter. Even here we have the same, this one, that's our ureter. And these long tubes are connected to an elastic bag. Okay? At the base, by the way, they do connect from the base around here, around at the base, not here, but around at the base. And this elastic bag is referred to as a urinary bladder. Now some books say bladder, but we have two types of bladder in our bodies. We have a gallbladder, urinary bladder. We have two types of bladder. We have the gallbladder, okay, and we saw it. It is found where? In the liver. And you also have a urinary bladder, which is found where? In the urinary system. Now it is this bladder that is responsible for temporary storage of this renal filtrate, that is formed, okay, before it is released outside. Then just below the bladder here, you have there sphincter muscles that do control the opening of this urinary bladder. Otherwise, if you didn't have these sphincter muscles, then from nowhere, the moment urine would be formed and it enters this bladder, then it will just be dashed out. Anytime urine would be dropping. Okay? And I think we have, ladies suffer from this condition. Is it called fistula? Fistula? I think that's it. So I think it has something to do with these cardiac sphincter muscles, that during birth they are strained, and they end up losing their functionality. That they stop regulating the opening and closure of this bladder. Then just below, like if this is the tube, okay, just below the bladder, you have a tube, okay, which connects externally, or which opens externally, so external environment. And that tube is known as a urethra. Now in males, it is elongated, it's long enough. But in females, it is very short, like around, whereby in males, it opens through a penis and this pore, and you eject the urine out. But in females, in ladies, it opens into a vestibule, and you are able to pass out the urine. Now, just below, if this is your urinary bladder, just below the urinary bladder, you have some structure that encloses this tube. Just below here, okay? And this structure in males, or this structure is known as a prostate gland, okay? A prostate gland. It surrounds the tube just below the urinary bladder. And this gland it plays some important part as far as a moment. So we have seen, yeah, it's okay guys. So we have seen the prostate gland, we have seen the urethra, it opens, okay, into this opening which is going to eject the urine. Then these kidneys, they are well vascularized, they are well supplied with blood capillaries, whereby they have the aorta, which branches into the left and the right arteries, known as the renal artery and the renal stem. This is the right renal artery, this is the left renal artery. And these arteries, they really supply kidneys with enough blood rich in oxygen, blood rich in glucose, blood rich in water, and blood rich in urea, so that this blood is filtered and you remove excess materials that are not needed. And then inside, to branch into a fine network of blood capillaries, as we are going to see. And finally, the kidneys will be drained by since there are two kidneys, so they will be drained by two veins. The right renal vein and the left renal vein, which pour their fluids into the inferior vena cava that will transport back our blood into the heart, okay, for more saturation. Now this is blood that is filtered. Think of the differences between the blood flowing through the renal vein and blood flowing through the renal artery. Which differences do they have? Both in composition. Actually, composition. So blood here has been filtered enough. Now these arteries, the renal artery, inside, we shall see inside, it will branch into different arterioles which will pour their blood, or which we shall see the internal structure. Let's not go deep. Basically, we shall see the internal structure. And this is the external anatomy, the external structure of the human kidney. So it is as brief as this. It is as good as that.